My junior year in college, spring semester, I studied abroad in Rome at John Cabot University. It was a blast. I would say if you really want to go overseas and test the waters and really submerge yourself into another culture, I would say don't miss that opportunity of studying abroad. I actually have an aunt who is so amazing. She went to Boston College. She's super smart. And to this day, her one regret in life, and she's in her 40s now, her one regret is not studying abroad. She'll say to me, "You are so smart. You are so lucky for doing that. Here I am in my 40s, and I'm wishing I was still 22 years old, 21 years old studying abroad." So I would say if you really want to do it, go for it. There's nothing to lose. You get to enjoy a totally different culture. I mean, my family's 100% Italian, so I have family that was living there. My aunt, she still lives in Rome. I have family in Trieste and in Naples, Avellino. So for me, it was a blast. I got to, just enjoy this culture that I've been around my whole life, but that was more of the American Italian twist. This is really, full on speaking Italian at my aunt's house who doesn't speak any English. I would sleep there for like 1 or 2 nights. She'd say, "Come over, stay with me." No English, no nothing. I remember, this is really funny. I remember she was cooking a dinner one night and she was serving lamb. And I was like, oh my God, how do you say lamb in Italian? And I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't eat lamb, but I'm saying lamb and she doesn't understand lamb. The word for lamb is agnello. But I'm like literally making, like I thought I was an animal. I'm like, I don't even know what a lamb sounds like. And finally, she said in yellow, and I remembered, I think it was maybe from my Nana growing up that was in yellow, or maybe my books from college. I don't even know, but finally I said, I don't eat that, and she was like mortified and so sad. But just literally to experience that and not know one word, and you're kind of like stuck. You're almost like a puppet, like a little figurine. So that was just, that was probably one of my funniest moments, not knowing how to say lamb, not eating lamb. It was just, and it's my aunt, thank God it was, a family, because if I was walking around the streets like that, like I don't eat that, people would think I was a lunatic. So that's definitely a funny abroad story. But I would say studying abroad it was just so amazing. I took classes 3 days a week. I traveled all over. I went to Prague. I went to the Canary Islands. I went to Tunisia, Northern Africa. I went to Barcelona, Madrid. So I think, when you're studying abroad, you have a lot more mobility. You're already in Europe. The flights aren't as expensive, say you were to come from the East Coast or the West Coast to go overseas. So I would really say, if you want to experience a different culture, if you want to, get away for a little bit and be your own person, study abroad. It's the best thing ever. And I actually haven't been back in a really long time. So I'm planning that trip to Italy, hopefully for the spring of this year. But I would say definitely if you have that passion to learn about new cultures, definitely give studying abroad a chance. It's a lot of fun.